Hi everyone, it's your boy AG Moto back again with another video. And in today's video I'm gonna talk about the things that I like about this bike. So the first thing I like is the look of this bike. I mean, for me personally, I think it looks sexy AF. And if you guys like the look of this bike, like this video, and if you don't, still like it. Actually looks pretty nice. That's what matters, at least when you're riding your own bike, is that you have to like the way it looks. So for other people that doesn't like it, like the way it looks, I mean, that's their opinion. But for me personally, I like it. So that's all that matters, because I'm the one who's looking at it every day when I ride. Alright, the second thing I like about this bike is the power. I mean, a lot of people will probably disagree with this, but for me, it has enough power for me to take off as fast as I can. Also, with this power, it's really great for beginners. Even if you blip the throttle, it's not as powerful as the, like, let's say a 600, which will, those are like powerful. That could probably cause you to crash, even with just a blip of the throttle, make the freaking thing flying. With this thing, I can just play around with it like this, and it's really, I'm still in control. But with the bigger bikes, I feel like you're gonna struggle to control it. And the third thing I like about this bike is it's great for commuting, because it has a great miles per gallon. This thing can actually get to like 70 miles per gallon if you want to. Honda says it can get up to 71 miles per gallon, but I think that's riding it normally. I've gotten to like 74 before at one time, so it can get there. The fourth thing that I like about this bike is that it is fairly cheap. I mean, compared to other bikes in comparison. Like, for example, like, okay, so this bike, I bought it for $3,800 cash back in 22. I was actually looking into different bikes before getting this one. I was looking at the 400, even 500 cc bikes. I was looking at the Ninja 400 and also the CBR300, and I think they average to about $6,000 to $7,000 for them. So there's a big difference between those bikes and with this bike. So yeah, it is pretty cheap compared to those bikes. I got this bike when it only had about 2,000 miles on it, so it's still pretty low miles. It's fairly cheap. Well, not cheap. 3,800 is not cheap, man. And the fifth thing I like about this bike, it's easy to maintain. I actually have the videos of it, so you guys can click on my profile and see my oil change video, my coolant, and the brake fluid. It's not hard to change, but if you do go to the dealer, it's actually going to be way more. I mean, for an oil change, I got a quote for about $150 to $200 just to get an oil change. So I just decided to do it myself, because it wasn't too bad at all, and it's relatively cheap too. Depends on the product you use, I guess. Number 6, it's that this could be a pro and a con. It's very lightweight, so it weighs about 400 something pounds, I think, compared to a bigger bike. This weighs nothing. So having a lightweight bike is easier to to maneuver. So I could easily do this because it's really light. Number 7 is because it's a small bike. So a small bike means I can easily go through the in between two cars to split lanes, compared to maybe a bigger bike. Compared to like a Harley or something, it'll be harder for you to split lanes. The 8th thing that I like about this bike is it's safe to ride, because since it's a smaller bike, there's a tendency for you not to speed. As I'm speeding, well, not really, I'm not going 38 something. There's this guy behind me, so close, so I had to do that once in a while, like trying to move up a little bit. Yeah, so that's number 8. It's pretty much, it's really safe. Well, not really safe, it's not safe when you're riding a bike, but you have to be more involved when you ride. You have to like try to feel your surroundings. The 9th and final one is because it's fun to ride this thing, man. Yeah, it's really fun to ride. I mean, in general, riding is really fun, as long as you're being safe. Because once you get into an accident, all that fun stuff's is gone. Have fun and ride safe, guys. Again, speaking of fun, I'm heading to work, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace from the Beetle.